Now, your Alaska Link weather for Fairbanks and the interior.
Well, the spring season is definitely starting to show its colors between seeing some of these warmer days appear in the month of April, helping to melt down the snowpack. As over the last 5 days, we've watched that snowpack fall below a foot, and we're going to continue to work on that snowpack as typically we reach zero for a snow depth in the Fairbanks area around April 23rd. So that is about this time. And we still have a few more inches on the ground, but we had a really healthy snow season overall, noting that our snowfall season to date is sitting just shy of 70 inches, which isn't far off there from that seasonal total, which is around the mid 60s. So we're a little snowier than average. We still average about less than an inch in May. Does that always come? No, but it is a potential that we still can have snow potential in May. So something we'll monitor, but we're going to talk about more of melting, continuously melting down this snowpack, as we are noting that we have some pretty quiet conditions. Now, Wednesday we'll have a little bit of some wind in play, as we're going to see that some of our higher elevation points will see some gusts up to about 30 miles per hour in the valleys, up to 20 to 30 miles per hour. So a little bit of a windier setup, but overall we're going to continue to feed into mild temperatures, the quiet conditions that will even take us all the way into that weekend forecast. Now, we will potentially start turning to more active conditions towards May, as we do have that calendar page next week that changes over. So we'll be keeping an eye on May again, as that's the last month that we typically average at least any type of potential snowfall. But again, it's not something that always happens. So what we will see though here for our final days of April will be more this next week is about building into some seasonable conditions. Now, we are a little cooler here for our Wednesday. Morning low not too bad at 29, but with the wind we're going to keep a high of about 43 degrees, still above that freezing mark, so still will melt down some of that snowpack, but we're looking upwards of 10 degrees below that average high in the 50s, as we should be reaching that this time of the year. But as we'll see as we roll through the days, that we are breaking into some times of that sunshine, but we are finding some spots of those winds. Overall, not a blustery day, just a touch more of a wind than we are typical to see. So note that the wind is going to be a factor for our Wednesday. But we will note the sunshine again still around 16 hours and 11 minutes of that daylight to work with, as we have the nearly 5:45 in the morning sunrise and just before 10 p.m. sunset. We note that much of the region stays a little bit on the cooler side. Nenana at 40 degrees, Tanana at 35, Chena Hot Springs at 34 degrees, Delta Junction at 46. Now Thursday will ease, the winds still stay with a bit of that chill, still with our temperatures below normal, generally ranging anywhere from those 30s to those mid 40s, but we will be noting that there is some potential to pull our highs back towards those 50s as we head into the weekend forecast, where we still see some good gaps of that sunshine.